So today's Monday and that literally means one thing. Today is tutorials in a hurry day. So, you ready? Let's get into it! So, I'm quite sure that a lot of you guys out there actually have a GoPro and sometimes you use it and the results are really ugly and you really can't use them. Well, that's the whole purpose we're making this video today. I'm going to show you real quick how to make it a little bit more cinematic and a little bit more smooth every time you're making those really cool B-roll shots. So, without any further ado, let's go! Alright guys, so first of all we're going to start with our settings. We can definitely do this within our GoPro, but just for the sake of this video I decided to use my app. So now that my camera is connected, all I have to do is click on the tool icon, and then I have to go to video settings. So for my resolution I'm going to pick 2.7K, and the whole reason why I'm going to do that is because if I go to frames per second, it's going to give me the chance to pick 50, 48, 25 and 24. So I'm going to go ahead and select 48, and the whole reason why I can do that, if I'm going to record some B-roll, I can slow it down by half in post-production. So field of view is ridiculously important because if you pick wide, you're going to have more of a fisheye look. But if you want your footage to be cinematic, by all means you have to select medium. This is very important. Make sure Pro Tune is on and activated. Here we're going to pick like the closest thing to an S flat. So we're going to go to color and we're going to pick flat. And this is going to give us more information after once we start our color grading process. And the next thing I like to change right here is the sharpness. So here, by default is going to be on high, so you can go to medium or low. I like to keep myself on medium, and that is how I like to keep the settings on my GoPro. Now that we've got all of our files together, it's time to bring them into Premiere. So you probably noticed, but this entire video was shot with my GoPro. The first thing you want to do is color grade your footage, because as you can see this is looking a little bit boring. Alright, so let's see, that's the before and after. So I'm not gonna go deep into this because this is definitely not a tutorial on how to color grade. Since we changed the sharpness, all we have to do is go to creative and bring that sharpness up a tiny bit. I would say between 0 and 20. Try to stay between this range because any more than that is just going to look ridiculous. The most important thing is that we have to go to our effects tab right here, and then we're going to write GoPro. And from here I'm going to select Hero 3 Black. Since our GoPro is set to use 2.7 medium, all we have to do is bring that one and drag it into our footage. And just like this, you're going to see that change. So we already color corrected our flat profile. We already fixed that ugly lens distortion. So what I usually would do right now is I would bring an adjustment layer and I would just add my color correction, and it's going to look something like this. So let's apply exactly the same thing for B-roll. Since we filmed at 48 frames per second, all we have to do is slow down by 50%. Right click on our clip, and then we're going to click speed duration. And we're going to type 50%. This is going to make our footage look a little bit smooth. But as you can see, it's still a little bit shaky, right? So I'm going to click again, and then I'm going to nest it. I can stabilize it. So I'm going to go to my effect tab again and write warp. And from here we're going to grab warp stabilizer, we're going to drag it. So the last thing I want to do is add some cinematic lights. As you can see, this looks very cool already. Alright guys, there you have it. That's usually the workflow I've got every time I shoot with my GoPro. I know it's just a couple of things that you can change, but trust me, at the end of the day, like the small things are the one that makes the bigger difference. So if you're new to this channel, remember that every Monday I usually drop one of these very short videos. Subscribe if you haven't, because that would help this channel a bunch. Make sure you go bananas on that like button. If you want to see like really cool small videos and photos, definitely make sure you go check out my Instagram, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye!